Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jackverse. Thank you for joining me on this ride, on this very, very special ride. Now, I have something really important I want to share. At least it's important to me. Of course, all of this is important to me because otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. Okay? Alright, so a while ago, I watched a film called Kill Your Darlings. Now, if anybody out there who happens to be a writer, you know that phrase. It's very common and it's very important to all of us writers. What it means in the writer verse is there are times when you write something that you adore, that you love, and yet, in the name of improving your work, you must kill it. Hence the title of the movie, sort of. I think that was really just kind of an in-joke for those in the know. The movie was really about Ginsberg, Burroughs, and Kerouac. And it starred Mr. Harry Potter himself. That was quite a good movie. There are times when you're watching this film, you're like, I'm not sure what this is about, but ultimately it was kind of about murder and blah, blah, blah. But that's not what was important to me. You're watching this movie, you know, and it's set a few years back, obviously, back when beat poetry and all of that was first starting. And you're watching these masters, these men, these greats, create something new. So they started a revolution, a literary revolution. Imagine what that was like. Imagine being Kerouac or Ginsberg right in the muck and mire of all of that going on. They hit the literary world by storm. They said, we're not going down the path that you have been traveling. We are going to start something brand new. And they did. And it was really, really important. Revolutions happen all the time. Some of them, their scope is so grandiose and giant that they are earth-changing. They shift the very path of humanity. And some are a little bit smaller scale. Some only affect certain people. And why this is important to me has to do with where we are in the world of art. And this applies to books, to music, to theater, to movies, to paintings, to fashion. Any flavor of art you can imagine, this applies. Thanks to technology, we have it in our hands to start our own revolution. To create something that has never before been created. And that may mean taking the bits and pieces of what we already have and putting them together into a new form. Imagine the possibilities. Now that is what being an indie artist is all about. Because you are not bound by the structure and the format of traditional artistic means. You don't have the big 6 publishers looming over your back saying, you must write this. You don't have the big studios looking through the lens of your camera saying, no, 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 you need to be filming this. You don't have the record studios saying, no, that genre is dead. You need to be doing pop. You need to be doing hip-hop. You need to be doing rap. No, no, no. Now is the time. Now is our time. Now is the time for artists. It is no longer the world of the studios. Artists have everything in the palms of their hands. All of the tools, all of the attention. And it is up to us to create something great from that. What does that mean? Well, here's what it means to me. It means to me that we should not be rehashing what has already been done. We should not be riding on the coattails of the success of those before us. It does not mean that we should all be writing the same thing because that one particular thing garnered a modicum of success at one point. It means that we should stand on our own and say, this is what I'm going to do. It will be great. It is my voice. It is my time. I am an artist, and this is what I do. We need a revolution now. We need to strike a gong, get it on, and show the public out there why we are important. And we can only do that by creating a unique individual voice and sticking with it, having faith in it and pride in it. I promise, I have made this promise so many times and I'm going to continue making it. I will never, ever, ever follow the crowd. I will do what I do. I will use my voice. I will constantly strive to create something unique for the world to experience. And if all of us, if every artist on the planet would agree to do that, we would start a revolution. We could be the next beat poets. To hell with the machine. We don't need the machine anymore. We are the machine, the individual machine. And we can be great. And we will be great. And now, what am I doing with my voice? There's a transition for you, ladies and gentlemen. I have finished the first draft of Fry Zombie Fry. It is about to be in the hands of the editors, and I am working on Frankenstein Theory, which I hope to be finished by the end of August. Fingers crossed. It is flowing very well. I'm very much enjoying it. And I haven't mentioned this much before, but I'm going to do it now. Me and three other guys, Armand Rosamilia, Jay Wilburn, and Brent Abel, a while ago we decided that we were going to write a book. We were going to round robin write a book. And we did. When we decided what we were going to write about, I said, I've always wanted to write a B-horror novel. And we did. And as we dove into that, it turned into something kind of crazy and kind of wonderful. And we released the first one, called Hollywood Hellmouth. And the second book in the trilogy, Hoboken Hellmouth, is live this Tuesday. Why is it when I talk about these books, why do I laugh? Why do I smile? Because the the collected wit in this book is pretty astonishing. And I'm not patting myself on the back. I am referring to the three other guys writing the book. I can't speak for myself, but I can speak for these guys. And before I sit down to write my part of the book, I have to read the chapters before mine. And those chapters were written by these guys. And I write my fiction at night. okay, because for whatever reason. So I'm writing in bed with my laptop, and my wife is lying next to me asleep. But when I'm having to read these chapters of the Hellmouth trilogy, she gets kind of pissed off because I just wake her up constantly from laughing my ass off. It's funny. It's funny stuff. Sometimes the jokes are inside jokes, but almost all the time we're just sitting there digging at one another. But it's not self-serving. And I think if you're looking for horror comedy, you need to read these books because they're hilarious. The third book, we just finished the first draft of the third book called Honolulu Hellmouth. And we're going to officially present this trilogy at the Imaginarium Convention here in Louisville, Kentucky in September. But you can still get the first book now on Amazon. You can get the second book Tuesday, and the third book will probably be released in a month or so, whenever, I'm not sure. But you gotta read these books. They are crazy. If you want something to read that every page you turn, you're going to be like, what? Huh? Why'd that happen? Oh my God, I can't believe they did that. This is what you want. It's hilarious. It's gory. It's crazy. And where else can you read about a 51-foot Morgan Freeman? You can't. Now my phone is going off. Who is trying to call me? I will silence my phone. Magic. Anyway, thank you again, as always, so much, namaste, for joining me on the Jackverse. I know I'm a little bit animated today. Maybe it's the caffeine. Maybe it's the thrill of the Hellmouth trilogy. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for today. I hope to see you back here. I hope you enjoy this little ride, and I'll be seeing you soon. Rock on, people.